Hi guys, welcome to the channel. It's elleroch. So today we are going to be talking about Dr. Bosky's post on Steam community. So the title is Loki the Fairy Cat, the power-up buddy you didn't know you needed. So Loki is very close to my heart. So Loki is actually made. She is an inspiration from an actual cat. um, Dr. Bosky had an actual cat named Loki before, and so that's why Loki the fairy cat is very dear to me. So we're going to talk about that later. So right now, let's go over to this post because this is a really cool insight as well to how everything came through, like the art design and stuff. So let's start. Alright, let's talk about Loki the fairy cat who's got your back in Interstellar Sentinel. She's not your typical sidekick. She's got her own vibe and honestly she's very awesome. Instead of just tossing you power-ups like a random drop, Loki's part of the action and you've got options on how to grab what she's carrying. So, gameplay stuff. Loki shows up mid-game with some sweet power-ups for Dr. Bosky. And here's where things get interesting. So, pacifist mode. Just run into her and boom, you got power-ups. Right? So you just run into Loki's and then you can get the power-ups that she's carrying. And great if you're trying to go easy on the trigger finger or just don't want to risk shooting everything. And then there's also the signal shot mode. So if you're more into the shoot first, grab loot later type, you can fire a shot towards her to signal her to drop the power up and teleport away. Nice if you're dodging a mess of bullets and don't want to break your flow. So I am actually a signal shot mode because Loki tends to drop um, different different power ups. So we have the super, we have the um, the weapons upgrade and also the HPs, the hit points. So for me personally, I want to shoot first and then grab the loot later, especially for HPs, because HPs tend to stay on the screen as long as you don't get them. So they're going to stay on the screen. Yeah. So if, for example, if I have like maximum lives, maximum HPs as well, so that's 5 HPs, I would tend to like just leave the HPs alone on screen. And then if I spent one, then that's the time I'm going to go and get the HPs. So I really think that Loki's not just some floating item bubble. She's part of the world. She's helpful without being a pain in the butt. Well, aside from her snarky commentary, as is the right of all felines, fairy or otherwise, and that balance feels just right. So, who even is Loki? So, here we go. So, from the Interstellar Sentinel art book, Loki's got this mysterious fairy cat vibe. Wings, glowing aura, the works. She's part of Dr. Bosky's crew. And while she's got her own mischievous streak, she's fiercely loyal. Loki's a pro at zipping through chaotic firefights and always seems to pop up when you need her the most. Whether she's starting around mid battle or chilling just outside the danger zone, you know she's there to help you out. Honestly, she's just cool. Like that one buddy who shows up when you're in a pinch and somehow makes everything better. Here's a sneak peek of insight. Loki was based on my real life kitty named Loki. So that's what I was telling you about earlier. She loved sitting on her green screen chair while I streamed on Twitch. So Dr. Bosky is a streamer on Twitch before and that's where we met. We'd get raided, and one of the special things we did with the community was to feed her treats. I love that she's immortalized in my game. Here she is, a treasured memory. So, I think this was back like 3 or 4 years ago, and I was a moderator in Dr. Bosky's stream. So, they call me the sexy boon mama. So, I am the keeper of the boons. So boons is a stream currency that we have. So you earn boons by cheering bits, doing some subs, and so these currencies you can spend them by like triggering Dr. Botbud questions. You can also request for a like a hype song, and also another thing is that you can spend this by feeding Loki. You can request for Loki to be fed on stream, which is super cool because we have the camera. um there's a camera on stream that is zoomed in on Loki. So when you feed her treats, it's really close to her face and it's so cute. It's the cutest thing ever. So this link that Dr. Bosky shared, this is that clip. Let's watch it together.
She's oscillating between extra shy.
Look at that. She's a very big cat.
And like wanting her own space and then needing bursts of like attention. She just came up to me and was like, meow, meow. Hi, baby. Good girl. Good girl. This is your space. I love it when you're here, baby. You make me so happy when you're here. Okay, so we got to hit her with that positive reinforcement.
Dr. Bosky speaks
Just one,
cat,
though. Just
so.
one. See if we can. Oh, no kidding. It's not a. Okay. She might get back down, but we'll see.
Oh, look at this. Look at that.
Oh, that's a sweet nibble space. Hopefully
Yeah,
she doesn't get back down. We're trying to start a
that's
new
so
pattern
cute, right?
to get her back in her chair.
Oh, and look at that. Dr. Bosky's fighting Gondas. So before, we used to do art reviews. So everything in Interstellar Sentinel, it all started with art reviews. And we do this on stream. So Loki was made on stream. Dr. Bosky, the character, was made on stream. Gondas and Nada was there as well. And it was really cool being a part of this journey, like the beginnings of everything. It was just, it was just so awesome being there at the beginnings of the creation of the world. And I didn't think that there's going to be a game made out of it. So I read that post from the stream community, and then I remembered we have a lot of clips on YouTube that is, of course, immortalized. It's just a time capsule on like everything that happened there. So we have this clip, which is
I want to hang out
really
with Zay.
funny.
She loves milk cows so much. And by
This
the way,
is
look at my
Loki.
cat right now. What kind of look is that?
She's plotting world domination. That's super cool. And so this is also a clip from you know um, from creating everything. So there's like a whole playlist in Dr. Bosky's channel about making everything. So we have Gondas. This is Karakus. I'm not sure if we're going to incorporate that into the game, but Gondas and Nada, this one. So let's watch
And he's got the
this.
little cute marks. That's cool. I'm looking for a little bit more of a stylized grouping. Let's see if we can. Okay, so here's the feedback, I guess. So turn them white.
We're
Right
talking
now,
about the
they're grouped,
whiskers.
these are more like the whiskers. I'm thinking. I mean, if you look at her, I mean, sweetie puff. Yeah,
Look at that.
they're splayed out. We
Loki
need slightly
and
more
Loki
grouping,
in the background.
and they need to be white. I think
It's
the big one.
Loki
We're
Inception.
just puzzling out these last little bits, kind of her whiskers up here, and then also just. I don't know what it is with his belly. I just don't know. Maybe it should feel more like a tattoo. Maybe that's the problem, is it doesn't feel like it's a tattoo.
Yeah, I think we definitely some locks
Oh,
of
and
hair
that's
over it
Zay
somehow.
as well.
Uh,
So that's Zay. they are the ones who's in charge of making, making this happen, like the art reviews, the art projects. So it's really nice. And I mean, we have an actual playthrough. No, I mean, we have an actual art book of the final iteration of Loki the fairy cat. So here she is. Let's get that. So this is the final iteration. Look at the detail on the fur, right? And then the this magic glowing thing on her belly is much more, it feels like it's attached to her body and not like floating. So they did a great job on that one. And so, oh, sorry. And these was the this was the concepts of how everything was made. Look at that. Look at this sleeping Loki right here. It's so cool. It's so cute. And you see that there's also like like an earring for Loki. Oh, okay. A Soki. And so that was the concept. And then here, oh, we also have Gondas as well. We also did the what do you call this? The art review of Gondas on stream. And so Gondas and Nada, I think they were talking about the glowy bits on Gondas at this part. And so yeah, it's really, really cool seeing this right now. It's very nostalgic. And then this was also the concept of Loki's animation. I'm not sure if it's going to be incorporated in the game, like Loki attacking, like actual attacking. So it's super cool. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to share this journey that I had from the beginnings of the creation of the characters and then turning them into like an actual game characters, which is super nice. And I'm playing that game right now, so it's very special for me to be playing Interstellar Sentinel because I know all these characters. I was there when they were being made. So yeah, if you have any questions, oh, actually, I wanted to also know, going back to Loki, what kind of like play style do you do for Loki? Do you do like the pacifist mode type, or do you do the signal shot mode like I do? So let me know in the comments, and then we can go ahead and start a conversation with that one. And if you also have any questions about, the um, previous art reviews or anything, it's all in Dr. Bosky's YouTube. But if you wanted to find it faster, you can actually just leave a comment, and I'll help you find it because I I have been like looking at this um playlist for quite some time. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.